Jerome Wright here, and once again you're joining me on my Jerome Wright channel. Okay, in this video I'm going to be going through this kind of quickly, so there might be some errors and mistakes, but just kind of bear with me because I'm not down to 15 minutes here. But anyway, what you're looking at here is an image of a basement. Okay, in this video I'm going to be disclosing to you where one of several dimensional doorways are. Okay, I'm not going to explain why. I do have the knowledge as to why they are there, but I'm going to tell you. Dimensional doorways, look at the association of spirits and ghosts, okay, and the ideas of all these spooky movies and everything that's going on, and where our feelings and our hair stands up on our backs are where? Down in our basements. When we go down into our basements, this feeling of uneasiness, of not being alone, maybe in part because of scary movies, I actually put this in our idea, but it's also a cold and clammy place that you just get this unnerving feeling at in your basements. Okay, now I know for a fact that through my paranormal experience and encounter that this is a place where spirits do hang out. And you know why? Not because of well, actually because of it being dark and spooky, but it's because of the attraction of the stone, the energy of the stone. Now take these other locations. Take Angkor Wat. Take our pyramids, the pyramids of Giza. Take the Mayan temples. Look at the stones, all of these locations. Look at all these places, and look at the megalithic stones around our world. These stones have an energy in them, an energy that transmits and receives and transmits spiritual presences, and this is what is going on around us. Now I'm going to take that and take you here to my Cumberland County Courthouse. This is my courthouse in Cumberland County, New Jersey. This is actually located in Bristol, New Jersey. Alright, let me see if I can get this in here quick. I only have 15 minutes. I might have to make a part 2 of this because this is going to go pretty quick. I can tell you that right now. This is my courthouse. It's called the Superior Court, Cumberland County Superior Court of New Jersey. It's located in Bristol, New Jersey. You can Google this information. There's a street that comes up to the front of this. I pulled up to this about a month and a half or so ago. And there's a stop sign out here, and I looked up. And up here in the steeple of this bell, it's I guess like a bell house, whatever. There's glasses and up in there. I looked up there, and when I looked up there, I'm drawn to like a paranormal energy that is up here, and I can almost imagine, half expecting, there's glass windows and everything else up in there. I can almost imagine looking up there and seeing a face looking back at me. Now we're talking about in the AM hours, 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and drawn. I'm at a light, a stop sign down here in front, and I'm looking face on directly up here. So I'm looking up here and half expecting for something calling my attention in one of the glass windows to see a face and a spiritual presence, and I could feel it from down in my car way below at a stop sign and facing that direction. And that's how strong this presence was. Now keep in mind, people, this is my courthouse now, but I'm going to tell you something. What is amazing about this? I sat there, I took pictures of this thing with my phone. I went online, I Googled, and I got all of the information that is based on what was going on with this building, Cumberland County. Cumberland County is named after royalty. You know what I mean? I'm saying to myself, well, what the hell is royalty doing in Cumberland County? Then the Roman style buildings and the Greek style buildings that we have here. Okay, so I can't let it go. I mean, it's like I'm drawn to this building. So then I start looking at this and say, well, hey, listen, these buildings are situated globally all around our world. The Romans have these doors, and Greeks have this architecture is all around our world with these buildings. So, and then it resonated with me. Why it is important that these buildings are situated around, mostly in it's largely populated areas around our world. And it resonated with me that what has happened here is that these buildings are dimensional doorways for spirits. This is what this is. Now this is a justice building. Right? What's associated with a justice building? the scales of justice. In the real sense, people are being judged in this building, but also in the afterlife as well too. Because this is a dimensional doorway that can send you in a direction. Imagine your spirit being captured because of the design of this building. This stone is my contention that these stones can capture a person's spirit. Think about it. When you die, think about it, people. Where in the world is your spirit can go? What are you thinking? Going straight up into the ground? Your spirit can be drawn into this location based on its design by our ancient ancestors, and this is why it's so important that these buildings are located globally around our world. Look at your churches. Oh, hold on, I got a list of things here that I have, if I can find it. Look at your churches, look at your schools, look at all of these buildings globally around our world. And I had this written down, so why can't I find it now? This is that stuff I don't like. Okay, I have it here. Okay. Your churches, look at your churches. Your Gothic style churches, your Roman style churches. Look at all of your Capitol buildings in your location. Look at your justice buildings. Look at your schools, private and parochial schools. Look at these schools, how they actually have the concept and architecture of these buildings and Roman style buildings with them. Your hospitals. Look at your museums. All your major landmarks. Look at your cemeteries, people. All of the Roman styled stone structures that are in your cemeteries. All your major landmarks. What else do we have here? Look at your military buildings. Look at them, people. Your military buildings. And oh yeah, and your mausoleums and stuff like that, and your what you call. I'm not gonna have enough time to do this video. This sucks. Yeah, I can see this happening now. Me running out. This is gonna be a great video. People, you know what's up here in the corner? I'm not gonna have enough time in this video. This video is gonna suck. This building. Here's a close up of it right here. You see that? Of the top. I see dimensional faces. As you can see, this looks like a face here. You know what that looks like? The face of what you're talking about. Like, remember the old styles of the judge when they wore the wigs and they had the wigs coming down for the side? This would be his chin and his mouth. There's dimensional faces that are up here. There's other things that are up there. I see a serpent that is up there. The columns create the serpent's teeth. I see the mother of creation up there. I see dimensional faces, people, in that Roman structure, just like I'm showing you right here. Dimensional faces in different resolutions. If you back up off of this building, you can see them. Your mind takes you into seeing these faces. Look at this. And these are the windows that I imagine here, seeing ghosts and everything else up in there. Not here. No, matter of fact, it was up here. I'm sorry. Not there. It's up top. Another thing about all of these, all of this here, I'm not going to have enough time, is off to either corner. Here. Off to either corner. You know what are there? All four corners. Urns. What are urns associated with? Death. Do you know that the urns that are up there have little faces on them as well too? If you back off, you know what they look like? Little guarded Roman soldiers. You know who else have faces on their urns? Ancient Maya. Everything that I'm associating with this building is another picture of an urn. This is what is up on the top of my courthouse in my location on each corner. Urns is associated with death. Here's a mausoleum. Look at this mausoleum. The mausoleum is the same as the front of my courthouse here. An association with death. Look. These mausoleums. Look at this, people. Now look at the buildings around your location. Here's a, this is the Philadelphia U.S. Mint. Look at these buildings. This is not architecture. This is a Roman style architecture. Something that is based on something that is ancient, rooted, and associated with death, rituals, and the soul-sending devices of mankind's being. Look at this. Dimensional doorways. We're running around trying to look for time machines and looking for ways in and out of through our atmosphere and into an afterlife. People, look at all of the Roman and Greek structures around our world. Look at these places. Look at some of the religion with the bubbles on tops, with the domes. People, what better way is it to send a soul anywhere than through one of those devices? There is so much more to this video that I'm not going to be able to squeeze into here. But look at this. And then the bell tolls. And then you hear that, you remember that old saying? For no one knows for whom the bell tolls. Most of these structures have a bell system up in them where they be told. And the roofs in this building. We could have about 6 floors in this building if it wasn't for the high roofs. Most of these structures, people, are not area heat sufficient. They're not energy sufficient. This building, the what you comes on this building, the floors, there's only I think 3 floors, and it could have 6, but the ceilings are so high. It's not energy efficient. It's not cost efficient. It's not nothing efficient. But you know what it is? It is sound efficient, because you know what I'm calling this thing? It's almost like a sound sending, like a device for sound, like an amplification system through this building, an echoing device based on what is going on with the bell ring. And this bell rings on the hour. This is more so like a friggin' like a tuning fork. People, this video is not going to be, it's not going to resonate with you the way that I want to, but I'm going to go ahead and post it anyway, because it's my position that these locations are dimensional doorways. They capture your soul, meaning that if a person in this area dies, their soul comes through this building, and in this building there are spirits in this building, just like in your location, that can be, these spirits can roam the hallways of these buildings because of the stone structure designed of this, because of the cult-like energy that is behind this building, not just on this location, but I'm talking globally. Those schools in your area, all those buildings, look at those buildings, and then associate them with the mausoleums and the stone structures, everything that's dealing with the cemetery, people, and you will come to the same conclusion that I have, that these devices are the ones that are dimensional doorways that capture souls and sends the soul. And then on top of that, the locations of where they're at. Look at how these buildings in your area are on prime locations. It seems like there's an energy behind them, a chemistry. Go to these locations and feel the energy. Stand next to these buildings and feel the energy that comes off of it. It's like you're being watched. Look up at the window. Oh, by the way, and a lot of these old style frame windows, you know, they have crosses. There's a cross here. There's crosses in the windows. It's made into the structures of the window panes. I'm going to have to let this video go. But people, I'm telling you, there's an energy and chemistry behind these buildings. Go there and feel it. They're globally around the world. I'm telling you right now that these are devices that are to create dimensional doorways. They snatch your soul and they send your soul. There's an energy and a chemistry and alignments, celestial alignments, where your spirit is being sent. And this is, it doesn't make a difference what religion you're affiliated with. It doesn't make a difference in any of that. You know why? Because these devices are capturing you. I'm going to see if I can sum a lot more up in writing. I'm going to have to let this video go. There's much more that I want to say, but I'm telling you right now that your soul is being captured by them buildings in your neighborhood. Thank you. look at the association of spirits and ghosts, okay, and the ideas of all these spooky movies and everything that's going on, and where our feelings and our hair stands up on our backs, or where down in our basements. When we go down into our basements, this feeling of uneasiness, of not being alone. Maybe in part because of scary movies, I actually put this in our idea, but it's also a cold and clammy place. This is my courthouse in Cumberland County, New Jersey. This is actually located in Bristol, New Jersey. All right. Let's see if I can get this in here quick. I only have 15 minutes. I might have to make a part 2 to this because this is going to go pretty quick. I can tell you that right now. This is my courthouse. It's called the Superior Court, Cumberland County Superior Court of New Jersey. Jerome Wright here, and once again, you're joining me on my Jerome Wright channel. Okay, in this video, I'm going to be going through this kind of quickly, so there might be some errors and mistakes, but just kind of bear with me because I'm knocked down to 15 minutes here. But anyway, what you're looking at here is an image of a basement. Okay, in this video, I'm going to be disclosing to you where one of several dimensional doorways are. Okay, I'm not going to explain why. I do have the knowledge as to why they are there, but I'm going to tell you. Dimensional doorways that you just get this unnerving feeling at in your basements. Okay, now I know for a fact that through my paranormal experience and encounter that this is a place where spirits do hang out. And you know why? Not because of well, actually because of it being dark and spooky, but it's because of the attraction of the stone, the energy of the stone. Now take these other locations. Take Angkor Wat. Take our pyramids, the pyramids of Giza. Take the Mayan temples. Look at the stones, all of these locations. Look at all these places, and look at the megalithic stones around our world. These stones have an energy in them, an energy that transmits and receives and transmits spiritual presences. And this is what is going on around us. Now, I'm going to take that and take you here to my Cumberland County Courthouse.